Jung.
Yes.
Good morning. Where did I stop?
The Yeti.
Where did I stop?
In page 150.
Student's book or what book?
Student book. The Yeti.
$180 student's book.
No, 150.
$150 is about the Yeti, right?
Yes.
Have you read it?
Yes.
Okay. So please start reading.
The Yeti, the Himalayan mountains, the higher rate of art on Earth, had been referred to as the rubber of the world. If that is so, there is a mystery called the Yeti in our attic that in
Enigma.
Enigma, whose existence has never been proven, take the shape of the hairy piped creature that resembles a giant axe.
Okay. The where which one is the roof of the wall? Which one is the roof of the wall?
The Himalayan mountains.
Yeah, mountains. And which is the highest range on Earth? This enigma, whose existence has never been proven, takes the shape of a hairy piped creature that resembles a giant ape. So this enigma. What is enigma? What is the meaning of enigma?
Mystery.
It is in 9A, enigma. You know, to find synonyms, so you must know the meaning of enigma. What is enigma? Mystery.
Mystery.
This mystery, whose existence has never been proven, takes the shape of the hairy piped creature. What is the shape? Shape of Yeti. Hairy piped creature, which is resembles mean looks like a giant ape. Do you know the meaning of ape? The large creature. Do you know ape? What is the meaning of ape?
Monkey.
Yeah, like a monkey. How do we call that in Burmese?
Meow.
Yeah. So which looks like a giant ape, right? Go on. The second one.
The Himalayas lie on the border between India, Nepal, and China. They are remote and forbidding. Large tracts around these raw valleys and peaks are uninhabited. The tallest mountain in the world, Everest,
800, 8,848
8,848
meters high.
meters high. Lie half in Nepal, half in China, is from Nepal. So the most attempts to climb Everest and the surrounding mountains are made in
Kathmandu.
Kathmandu, the capital of Nepal. A visitor find himself immersed in the Yeti region is a
Legend.
commercial money maker for the tourist
Commercial, many mega.
commercial money maker for the tourist industry. And there even a modern name, the Yet and the Yeti, as well as the legend to some of the Nepal's
Nepal.
people.
Mm. The Himalayas lie on the, where is Himalaya? It is on the border between India, Nepal, and China. They are remote and forbidding. It is very far, and large stretches around these rough valleys and peaks are uninhabited. It means there and many people don't live there, and inhabited. The tallest mountains in the world, Everest, the tallest mountain called Everest is there. And the surrounding mountains, there are some surrounding mountains besides Everest. Okay, so we are doing students book, page 150. Students book. Everest lies half in Nepal, half in China. Everest Mountain. The capital of Nepal is Kathmandu. So one of the visitors finds himself immersed. So in this case, what is the meaning of immersed? How do you understand my immersed? How do you understand my immersed? Immersed means submerged. Submerged.
SUBMERG.
GED.
MERGE. Right.
Yeah, how do you understand my submerged in Burmese? Finds himself submerged in the Yeti legend.
To involve someone completely in activity.
Yeah. It is a commercial money maker for the tourist industry. So that place is very nice for tourist industry. And there is a hotel called the Yak and the Yeti. Okay. So that place is a legend as well as religion for the Nepalese people. So go on next. Everybody, we are doing third paragraph, page 150, course book. Chapter 1, course book 150, the Yeti. Go on. The first reliable report.
The first reliable report of the Yeti appeared in 1925 when a Greek photographer and a Tumsey, working as a member of British geological expedition in the Himalayas, was shown a creature moving in the distance across some lower slopes. The creature was almost 300 meters away in an area with an altitude of around 5,000 meters.
The first reliable report. The Yeti appeared in 1925. So, according to the report, the reliable report, it appeared in 925 when a Greek photographer All right. And the first reliable report, according to the first reliable report, Yeti appeared in 1925. A Greek photographer who was working as a member of the British geological expedition in the Himalayas was shown a creature moving in the distance across some lower slopes. The creature was almost 300 meters away in an area with an altitude of around 5,000 meters. That is the first introduction of the Yeti. The next paragraph, confusing, can you read?
First one, how to pronounce?
Page 150.
First one is how to pronounce.
Can you hear now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will share. Can you continue reading?
Yes, check how to pronounce and
Oh, and questionably, so it means that you don't need to ask. It is not necessary to ask. And questionably,
the figure in outline was exactly like a human being working and upright and stopping occasionally to abuse some draft, draft,
trough,
drop
rhododendron bushes,
rhododendron branches, said
bushes.
Tom Brazil. It showed up dirt against the snow, and as far as I could make out, road no clue.
And questionably, the figure in outline was exactly like a human being. So it looks like a human. It looks like a human walking upright. So it looks like a human. It walks like a human and stopping occasionally. So it stops very often to uproot some dwarf rhododendron bushes. To take out the bushes, it stops occasionally. So the one who started observing the Yeti, the Yeti said, Tombazi. The name is Tombazi. It showed up dark against the snow, and as far as I could make out, no clothes. The Yeti didn't wear any clothes at the time and showed up dark. Among the snow, it is dark. The color is dark. Okay, go to next page. Yongki can go on.
The creature disappeared before Tumbazin could take a photograph and was not seen again. As the crew were descending, the photographer went on his way to study the group where he had spotted the creature. Tumbazin found footprints in the snow.
Hmm. The creature disappeared before Tombazi could take a photograph. So it's quick. The movement is quick. Was not seen again. As the group was descending, climbing down the mountain, the photographer went out of his way to study the ground where he had spotted the creature. He went out of his way means, to study the ground. He was apart from his group at the time he saw that creature. And then Tomasi found footprints in the snow. So he found the footprints. Okay, go on. Yunke can go on. They
They
were
were
similar in shape.
They were similar in shape to those of the men. The marks of 5 distinct toes and the insect were perfectly clear.
Hmm. Quite the Yetis were quite similar to the men, and they are the marks of 5 distinct toes. They are like humans, and they have 5 toes. The insect were perfectly clear. Go on. Chunky can go on. There were 15 prints.
There were 50 prints to be found. Each was about 50 centimeters apart. Then Tombazi lost the trail in this brush. When the locals were asked to name the beast he seen, they told him it was a Kanjajon demon.
Demon.
Kanjanga demon. The Bazi didn't think he'd seen a demon, but he
Right.
couldn't figure out what the creature was either. Perhaps he'd seen a wandering Buddhist or Hindu hermit. As the years went by and other Yeti stories surfaced, Tumbazi began to wonder if that's what he too had seen.
15 prints were found, and each print was 50 50 centimeters apart. And at the time, Tombazi lost the wheel in the thick. He could not find after 15 prints because it disappears in thick bush. At the time, he asked the locals mean the local people about that creature he had seen, but they told him that it was just a demon. The local people thought that it was just a demon. It means creature. It was just a demon, but they could not figure out what the creature was either. They don't know what creature is it. It is just a devil. They thought like that. But he also thought that at the time, it was the first time he saw that creature. He thought that it may be the Buddhist or Hindu hermit. By the way, do you know hermit? Yongking, what is the meaning of hermit? Yongking, what is the meaning of hermit?
Yeah, Yeti.
So he thought that it would be the Buddhist or Hindu hermit. After some years, that stories appeared again. So at the time, Tomasi began to think that it must be Yeti, not the Buddhist or Hindu hermit. Okay, time to say go on. Yeti reports usually take.
Yeti report usually take the fault found class over chasing at a distance or really assure a face-to-face encounter with the creature. This never take place with researchers looking for the Yeti, but would look at who stumble into the creature during their daily life.
So according to the report about Yeti, it starts with the tracks. So pups offered shapes seen at a distance. Whenever the report about Yeti appears, it is about the shapes seen at a distance. Accurate face-to-face encounters with the creature is very rare. These never take place with researchers looking for the Yeti, but with locals who stumble into the creature during their daily lives. So, the researchers didn't face the Yetis, just only the locals people have ever found that creature, something like that. Go on, Yongki. Some of the best tracks.
Some of the best tracks ever seen were found and photographed by British mountaineers in 1951. They found them on the southwestern slopes of the Mainland Glacier, which lies between Tibet and Nepal.
Tibet and Nepal.
Tibet and Nepal, and at an altitude of 6,000 meters. The tracks seemed fresh and the mountaineers followed the tree until it disappeared in hard ice. Some scientists who viewed the photographs could not identify the tracks as belonging to any known creature. Others thought that it was probably the train or the larger monkey or red bear. They pointed out that tread in snow melt by the sun, can change shape and grow larger, and the footprints were explained by this fact. Even so, the beard monkey theory seemed unlikely to be true, as for these animals who normally move on all four feet, these tracks were clearly those of the bike.
And the next track was found by British mountaineers in 1955. They found them on the southwestern slopes of Mainland Glacier, which is between Tibet and Nepal. And the truck seemed crushed, and the mountaineers followed the trail until it disappeared in hard ice. And they found out the clue of the Yeti again, but it disappeared, the truck disappeared in hard ice. Some scientists who viewed the photographs could not identify the trucks as belonging to any known creature. Others, though, felt it was probably the trail of a langur monkey or rat bear. So they could not confirm that it must be the Yeti. It must be the tracks of Yeti. They also thought that it may be the tracks of large monkey or red bear. They pointed out that tracks in snow melted by the sun can change shape and grow larger, and the footprints were explained by this fact. So they could not confirm that the track made by the Yeti because the the trucks can the shape of the trucks can change because of the snow and because of the sun. So to summarize, they could not confirm that these trucks were made by the Yeti. Okay, go on. Confusing.
These footprints were not the first or last discovered by climbers in the Himalayas.
Himalayas.
Himalayas, even Sir Edmund Hillary and his travel guide Tenzing Norgay on their report ascent to the top of Mount Everest in 1953 found giant footprints on their way.
These footprints were not the first or last discovered by climbers. They were not the last ones discovered by climbers in the Himalayas. Even another one, Sir Edmund Hillary and his Sherpa guide, Tenzing Norgay, on their record ascent to the top of Mount Everest in 1953, found giant footprints on their way up. So while climbing up the mountain, they saw the giant footprints. They mentioned like that. And that is the evidence. Another one, Junge can go on, one of the more curious reports.
One of the more curious reports of a close encounter with a Yeti occurred in 1938.
Occurred.
In 1938, Captain
The
D.
overview,
the
the curator of the
the
Victoria Memorial,
Memorial in Kolkata,
India,
was traveling in the Himalayan by himself when he became snowblind. As he neared death from exposure, he was rescued by a 3-meter tall, yet that nursed him back to health until the abigail was able to return home by himself.
The more curious reports of a close encounter with a Yeti occurred in 1938. Another interesting report is encountering with a Yeti occurred in 1938. Who found out? Captain D. Overgoo from India. He was traveling in the Himalayas by himself and he became snowblind. So because of the snow, he could not see. As he neared death from exposure, he was rescued by a 3-meter tall Yeti that nursed him back to health until the Overview was able to return home by himself. So the Yeti saved him, right, when he was snowblind in the forest. Okay, go on. Confusing. In many other stories,
In many other stories, thought the Yeti hasn't been so
Penning.
funny. One shepherd girl who was tending her eggs described being surprised by a large ape-like creature with black and brown hair. It started to drag her off, but seemed to be distracted by her scream and let her go. And then severely attract and killed two of her yes. She escaped with her life and the
The incident
incident were reported to the police who found
footprints. In many other stories, the Yeti hasn't been so benign. Benign means harmful, actually. So it means that it is not harmful. One Shapa girl who was tending her yaks described being surprised by a large ape-like creature with black and brown hair. So basically, one Shapa girl that local the girl from that local place saw Yeti. The creature is like an ape. It started to drag her off, but seemed to be distracted by her screams and let her go. At first, he tried to catch her, but he let her go. He let her go. It then savagely attacked and killed two of her yaks. Yaks is a kind of cow in mountainous area, like buffaloes. But he attacked and killed two yaks. She escaped with her life, and the incident was reported to the police, who found footprints. He luckily he escaped and he could survive, but that event was reported. The last paragraph, confusing. Several expeditions.
several expeditions have been organized to track down the Yeti, but none has discovered anything more than footprints and questionable uh, at
Artifacts
appears
like
like
scraps,
articles like slab and hides. A, pro-
theory
a theory recently suggests
suggested is that
is that the Yeti is actually three animals. The race Tibetan
the
blue,
red Tibetan blue bear,
the red Tibetan blue bear, which
which
attract
attacks
which
cattle,
attract cattle at
gibbon,
Gabon, given that many that may live as for not as
or
the
not
bird
as
bird
gibbon,
is never being
spotted,
spotted first at the Bra,
Brahmaputra,
Brahmaputra River in India and
mysterious,
mysterious
savage,
service appeared covered with
with
black and red color that can live at altitude of up to 6,000 meters.
yeah. Several expeditions have been organized to track down the Yeti. You know, it was planned to track down Yetis, but no one has discovered anything more than footprints. So, although, it is named as Yeti, no one has ever discovered them clearly, except their footprints and also their hides, questionable artifacts like scrubs and hides. They could see, only hides and scrubs. A theory recently suggested is that if actually they may be animals, the red Tibetan blue bear, which attacks cattle, they have confirmed, they have guessed that The Yeti may be the bear, the red Tibetan blue bear, which can attack cows and buffaloes. It is called cattle. Or another animal, another type of animal, gibbon, that may live as far north as Nepal. You know, the gibbon live in Nepal, though it has never been spotted past the Brahmaputra River in India. And also, some people think that it may be a mysterious, very strange, savage ape. Covered with black or red hair that can live at altitudes of up to 6,000 meters. They may be apes. So nobody can confirm what yet the Yeti is like clearly. Okay, the last one. You can go on.
So far, there is no fine evidence to support the existence of the Yeti, but there is none to show that it doesn't exist either. If it indeed became known that such a creature lived in the barren, frozen, Alpine ridge of the Himalaya, while few men dare to treat the Yeti may find it repulsive for a long time to come.
Hmm. There is no firm evidence, so no clear proof to support the existence of the Yeti. So nobody can say exactly 100% exactly the existence of the Yeti. But there is none to show that it doesn't exist either. So they could not say that it doesn't exist too. If it indeed becomes known that such a creature lives in the barren, frozen upper reaches of the Himalayas, where few men dare to tread, the Yeti may find its refuge safe for a long time to come. So it means, like, it has been known that that creature lives in the Himalayas, where few people dare to go. Most people dare not go there. That is why they are very safe to stay there. So here there are some words in 9A. I want to focus on that. Reading it just for comprehension. I will do 9A, 9B, and 9C. Yesterday I have already done. So 9A, synonym, same meaning of these words. Why explaining reading the test? I have already discussed some words. Again, I will let you know the similar words of these. Another word for acnema. Jungke, how do you understand my acnema?
Mystery.
Mystery, yeah, mystery. How about immersed? Confusing. How do, yes, submerged. That, Jungke, how do you understand my submerged in Burmese? Correct. Submerged, right? Immersed means submerged. Curious. How do you understand my curious? It makes you feel know something. So it means inquisitive. Yeah, curious means inquisitive. And selfishly. How do you understand my selfishly?
And control.
Hmm?
And
Self
control.
and control means good or bad. To make it simple. It is a verb. It is a verb. Brutally. B-R-U-T-A-L-L-Y. Brutally. Brutally means brutal. You know brutal? These days, many people are killed brutally. What does it mean, brutally?
Bad behavior.
Yeah, I know. But savagely means brutally. What does it mean, brutal?
Lumsden.
Just such and Joseph. Savagely. Questionable. What is? Huh?
Doubtful.
Oh, doubtful. Yes. Questionable, doubtful. Yeah, acceptable. And there are some words. Number B. This time, you need to think of antonym. Antonym means opposite. You need to consider the opposite words for these. Distant, assent, being, support, parent. So distant is opposite of distant. Number B.
Indistant.
Oh, you just use prefix, but I want another one. Another word for distant is clear or unclear.
Unclear.
Unclear. So distant means unclear. You know, assent. So opposite of assent.
Present.
Assent opposite is upward or downward.
Downward.
Downward. So another one is descent. D-E-S-C-E-N-D. D-E-S-C-E-N-D. And next one, how about being? It's not handful, so opposite will be
Kindly.
it means harmful. Opposite is harmful. You know, being is not harmful. So opposite will be harmful. So the antonym will be harmful. How about support? Support. Opposite for support.
Law.
Hmm?
Law.
How to spell?
P-L-O-C-K.
ELCK block. Support. Support opposite is support is verb. You need to give the answer for verb.
Oppose. O-P-P-O-S-E.
Yeah, oppose is okay. O-P-P-O-S-E, right? Deny, that is also correct.
Which page number?
What book? To make it simple, for the opposite of support, you can write deny. D-N-Y. Opposite of support is deny or You could write reject, deny. Yeah, you could use these. And next, how about parent?
Unprotected.
Protected.
And protective, so it must protective or unprotective. Parent is. If
Unprotected.
and protective. So opposite will be fertile. Fertile soil. So the soil is good for growing plants or crops. Barren is opposite. So opposite for barren is fertile. Fertile, fertile. So I will do number B again. Distant. Antonym for distant is,
Unclear.
how about accent?
Doesn't.
Doesn't. How about beginning?
Harmful.
Support.
Oppose.
How about barren?
Part-time.
Fertile. Now I will do number C. Jung, could you please read the instruction?
Say whether the following statements about the Yeti are true so far, according to the passage.
You need to decide whether it is true or false. So read again, and you need to decide whether it is true or false. 2, 1 to 5. When you have finished, let me know.
I know why. Ý tiền là vì anh đồ hỏng quá, lúc đó mình đo bây giờ. Mình đã khăn bây giờ là làm như thế nào?
Finished.
Yes, dear.
Number 1. Chúng cái can read.
The Yeti walks on 2 feet. True.
Yes, correct. 1. 1, 2.
So they are 8.
The Yeti walks on 2 feet. Why do you choose true?
They are 8.
Well, page number where?
First paragraph. By creature that resemble a giant ape. So I think
Whose existence has never been proven, takes the shape of hairy biped creature that resembles a giant ape. But it says like the Yeti walks on 2 feet. 2 feet 8. Do you know ape?
yeah.
So how do they walk? They are like human beings and they can walk on 2 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And next, number 2. Yung cái kia không? Can you say number 2?
Some Nepalese people do not believe in the Yeti.
Hmm.
True.
Some Nepalese people do not believe. Where do you see that information? Which paragraph should I look at? For sunny locals, where do you see that information?
Paragraph.
Huh? Which paragraph? Then reason, where should I look at? Your answer is true, but I want to know why. Why you think it is true?
Paragraph 2.
Third paragraph. Where?
The second paragraph. As well as a legend and religion to some of Nepalese.
Second paragraph, which line?
5.
Last part, fifth line. What does it say? Can you read out? Confusing. Can you read out? I cannot hear clearly.
As well as a legend and religion to some of the Nepalese people.
It is a commercial money maker for the tourist industry. There's even a hotel named the Yak and the Yeti, as well as a legend and religion to some of the Nepalese people. Yes, correct. You know, legend. So it means that it is just a story. So it means people do not believe in the Yeti. And next, number 3. Kyungkinki.
The first photographs and footprints were taken in 1953.
1953 is 1953 is the first photograph.
Yeah, for footprint,
Where?
this paragraph,
Huh? Say again.
sixth
Page
paragraph,
150 or 151?
151,
151. Which paragraph? For footprints.
sixth paragraph, in last line. To the Total Mount Everest in 1953 from giant footprint on Diamond.
Footprints is correct. 1953 is correct, but it says like first. Is it first?
First in 1951.
So it is not first. Do you agree? So it must be false.
Yeah.
Number 4. Confusing.
The Yeti is thought to carry energy. True.
True. Why? Why true?
Less paragraph.
Hmm.
Yeti is actually three animals. The lie.
You mean last paragraph is on page 152?
151.
151, last paragraph. It is true. Where?
Tesla.
First one. The Yeti hasn't been so cunning. You mean like the what? Do you agree? Number 4 answer is true. Yeti
Yeah.
is thought to kill animals. It's thought. Yeah, where? Where do you see that information? Your answer is correct, but I want to know the proper place. Why do you think it is true?
So 10 paragraph.
You mean page 151?
151.
Second paragraph. You mean second paragraph?
1 by 1. No, 10 paragraphs. 4 line. Different separate and K to offer.
Second paragraph. You mean second paragraph? Don't you say louder?
10.
10 paragraph. You
One.
mean the last paragraph? 151 several expeditions. Do I have to look at that paragraph?
In many other stories.
Oh yeah, I see that. Second last paragraph. Say.
Distance to 4 line. Distance.
You mean kill 2 of Hayaks?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The Yeti is thought to kill animals. Yes, because kill the yaks. How about the last one? Yongkyung lives at altitudes above 6,000 meters.
True. In page 151, last
True.
paragraph. Yes.
Where is it?
In page 151, last paragraph. They can their altitude up to 6,000 meters.
So according to this, up to 6,000 meters, altitudes of up to. So the last one is 6,000. But here it says above 6,000. So it must be. What is it? True or false?
True.
Okay, B. Here is above 6,000. In the passage, up to 6,000. Up to 6,000 means the last one is 6,000. Here is above 6,000. Over 6,000.
False.
False. Right? It must be false. Number 10. Some phrasal verbs could be found in text 10A. You should 10F. You should know the phrasal verbs. So number 10. Read the tip on the next page. Read. Read. Could you please read the instruction?
Read the tip on the next page, then complete this activity with a partner. Give phrases fast with can to replace the following parts used in test 10F.
Appeared.
Yes. Jump it on.
For example, 10 in 10 10F. The phrasal verb for appeared. By the way, do you know phrasal verb? It must start with come. So you need to find some phrasal verbs with come. Phrasal verbs mean verb plus particle. Particle means preposition, like come on, come out, come off, something like that. That is called phrasal verbs. So in the test, instead of saying appeared, which phrasal verb was found? Another word for appeared. Do you see one phrasal verb? You need to find a word with come.
Comfort.
Come for is not appeared. I want the word for appeared.
So can F or TH?
Yeah. You are supposed to use the verbs with come. Appeared means, you know the meaning of appeared. With come, past tense, you want me come see me came. Came what? Mhm.
Yeah. That's why I'm not saying I'm you know, you know, chú nó lấy cái quá chú lấy cả ngày rồi
You need to look for the word starting with come.
mà bây giờ
Instead of saying appeared, come
across.
Come across means that you encounter. That is called come across. It is for the second one, not for the first one. Come across. Oh, sorry, the third one, stumble into. That is come across. Chung tui. So that is the first one. Come out. Past tense of came out. This appeared means came out. How about found? Another word for found. You found out, starting with games. Appeared means came out. Appeared means came out. How about found? Upon. Came upon. Stumbled into. Stumbled into means come. Present simple. Come across. Come across. That is for come. So appear, phrasal verb is come out. Found, phrasal verb is came upon. Stumble into is come across. Number B. Phrasal verbs with put. Distracted. Another word for distracted. You need to use the word with put. Distracted. Distracted. Find out some phrasal verbs for put.
Put out.
Put out means put out the fire. Distinguish the fire, but this is distracted. Put off. Distract means put off. Suggested. Put past tense is also put, right? Suggested.
Put back.
Put forward. Suggest means put forward. You should learn. One out of his way. Out of his way. One out of his way. Put himself out. Put himself out. The last one with turn. Surfaced. These words could be found in the test. My surface. How do you understand my surface with phrasal verb? You need to find the adverbs. You need to find that word in dictionary. Like turn, there are many phrasal verbs for turn. Another word for surfaced. Turned up. Another word for turned up means arrive. A-R-I-V, arrive. He has surfaced, turned up, arrived. Say. Attacked. Have you ever had attacked with turn?
Ten means
Turn,
to.
turn upon is correct. Turned upon, it means attacked. Turned upon means attack. You should know. These phrasal verbs are important. How about becomes? No. It is understood. Hence, because of becomes. Turns out. It turns out. So please learn these phrasal verbs. If you are given the verbs, you must be able to change it into the phrasal verbs. For example, appeared. Say, what is the phrasal verb for appear?
Come out.
Come out. Yeah, tense will be changed according to the situation, right? So in general, appear means come out. Find, another word for find.
Come upon.
Come upon, stumble into.
Come across.
Come across. You must understand like that. Distracted.
Put out.
Put off. Suggested.
Put forward.
One out of his way.
Put his out.
Yeah. And surfaced.
Turn at.
Stand up. Attack. Attacked.
Turn upon.
And upon. Becomes no.
Turn off.
Hands out. Okay. You should learn these phrasal verbs. Okay. So I will let you know more about phrasal verbs. Go to activity 10, phrasal verbs with come, put, and turn. Page 153. Chúng can read.
What? So for activity tab, phrasal verbs with can, put, and turn. These are three of the most common verbs for which phrasal verbs are made. They combine a wide range of meaning and with different prepositions are synonyms for many other verbs. The test of whether a verb is a phrasal verb or just a verb with a preposition which always or usually follows it is to remove the preposition and see if the verb then loses its particular meaning. For example, to look at is a very complex preposition, but to look after has a specific figurative meaning and cannot be separated. The three verbs can, put, and turn are not normally followed by any particular preposition, and their meaning and when they stand alone is very generic, whereas come around, uh, put away, or turn out, or had very specific meaning.
By reading this, you can learn the nature of phrasal verbs. So the first one is phrasal verbs means, verb plus preposition in general. And the test of whether the verb is a phrasal verb or just a verb with a preposition which always or usually follows it, to remove the preposition and see if the verb then loses its particular meaning. If you remove the prepositions, the meaning will be different. And here, look at, you know the meaning of look at? Verb plus preposition, but look after, it has different meaning, right? So we could not, and also we need to consider whether we can split up. Split up means whether we can put pronoun in the middle of phrasal verb and preposition or not. There is another issue. And the three verbs come, put, and turn are not normally followed by any particular preposition. So the way of learning the way of learning phrasal verb is to learn by heart. The more you use, the more you will remember. So for example, appeared, come out. In some speaking practice or writing, you need to learn that you need to use, instead of saying appeared, you need to use come out. So after using 2 or 3 times, you will remember the meaning of come out. It means appear. That way you need to learn. So for phrasal verbs, you must know the phrasal verb and also you must know the meaning. Up to that, do you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. And the next period, I will do do's and writing. Hey, you don't hand in writing yet. Please hand in these days. For the exam, writing is important. Okay. Bye-bye. I want to stop you.
Bye-bye.